Hi, this is Fred. If you're using Schoology, there is a virtual classroom platform built into it. It's called BigBlueButton. You can access it by conferences. Let me show you how easy it is to use. So if you have classes and students that you want to reach online in a virtual class, click on Conferences, click on Create New Conference. I'll say it's Tuesday morning English. You can give it a start time. It's optional, and I click Create. If I flip over to Firefox and I refresh, so here I am logged in as a student, I can see that there's Tuesday morning English, but it's not yet started. Let's start it. If I start the conference, it loads me into BigBlueButton. I don't have to sign in. I can join the audio, and now I'm in the class. If I flip back over to see what the students would see, if I refresh, it says the class is in progress, and I can just click on it, and it will log me in as a student. We're now in BigBlueButton, and I'll show you in a moment how you can use it, but I just want to show you first how easy to get going. I can say hi as a student, and you can see the teachers here. I can draw a little bit on the whiteboard, and I flip over, and I can see that for the student. Let's say we start recording for a moment. Normally we record for the class. Let's begin, and I'll just do a little more drawing so we can see it in the recording. Okay, that's enough. I will end the session, and they will end for everybody. And if I click, it'll go back to Schoology. And now if I refresh, it knows that it's ended. And I can go to completed, and I can see that this session is completed. There's no recordings yet. Let's give it a moment, and we'll come back and see the recording. Okay, I refresh, and if I go to completed, I can see the completed recording. I click play, and there's the recording we did. It'll have all the whiteboard. The chat will be on the right-hand side. If you share your webcam, you'll see it. But this is a complete recording for your students that's now available to them inside of Schoology. All right, let's do a deeper dive into BigBlueButton, and I'll show you what you can do for engaging your students and increasing learning outcomes. Hi, this is Fred. I'm going to show you how you can use BigBlueButton now to teach your students. So let's join in with the student. And there I can see a student joining in. I can flip over to Firefox, and now the student's in the session. So I can say, back here to chat, I can say, hi everyone. And if I flip over to the student, I can see glad to be here. And you can see the student typing. All right, let's start doing some things with BigBlueButton. I can draw on the whiteboard, and I flip over. The student will see the drawing as well here. I can share my webcam. So if I bring it up, there I am in the session, and if I flip over, the students would see me at the top as well. And let's upload a presentation. So BigBlueButton works best when you have content that you want to share and use that for your lesson. So BigBlueButton is a virtual classroom to ensure every student learns. Let's explore. So let's say I have a question and I want to ask the students, what's your favorite animal? This is like a poll question. So I could say, start a poll or quiz. What is your favorite animal? And I'll do A, B, C, D, and I'll do dog. Cat. You may be wondering, can I do this typing in the class? And actually there's a much easier way, but I'll start this first. So if I do a poll, all the students will get prompted, what is your favorite animal? And in this case, I'm going to say, I like cats. And notice you can see the responses live, and you can publish the results, which means it gets published to the chat. Students would see it. If I zoom in, it's a teachable moment. And if I flip over, you can see that the response was published here in the chat, and it's visible as well. Let's do another. Okay, so let's zoom back out. And you'll notice there's a button here in the lower left-hand corner. So what is that button? Well, BigBlueButton has already read the text for the slide into memory for screen readers. So it knows this is a question, and this is A, B, C, D. And it gives you one button to do the poll. So if I click, I didn't have to type anything in. I flip back over. What is your favorite animal? I'm going to say it's a panda. And now you can see that you are able to do poll questions just based on the content of the slides. Let's do another one. Let's say it wasn't a poll, but it was a quiz. So what's the capital of Canada? There's only one right answer. Again, we have a button. Let's let BigBlueButton do the work. And notice that it has this correct column. So I think the capital is Ottawa, which is correct. And I can publish the results, and now I can see how many students got the correct answer. How did it do that? Well, it turns out that if you put 2 underscores next to the end of your correct answer, then if you just simply color it the same as the background, it's actually there. Students can't see it. It's enough for BigBlueButton to pick up the correct answer. How cool is that? So just populate your slides with questions like this, and you can do formative assessment as you go through your lesson. All right, let's still use breakout rooms. So let's say you want students to figure out what errors there are in this paragraph of text. So how many errors can you spot in this paragraph? And you want to put them into breakout rooms to work together. Let's do it. So if I go here and I choose Create Breakout Rooms, I'm going to join student 1 in the breakout room. The current slide is the one that's visible. And I will have BigBlueButton save the whiteboard and bring it back to the main room. So I'm going to click Create. I flip over to here. The student is invited to join the breakout room. I'm going to join. All right, and now I see in a breakout room, I'm in room 1, and I've got this paragraph. So let's try this. I'll choose a red color and a thicker marker. Last Saturday should be uppercase. My two brothers were. It's surfish, and there's one more error here, but I'll let you find it. If I go over here to the teacher, I can see student 1 is the breakout room. I could say ending the breakout rooms. And if I flip over, I see this message that comes through. All right, let's end the breakout rooms and bring the students back to the main room. And now something very interesting happens. I go here and I can see that the whiteboard from room 1 was brought back in. And there are the results of what the students did in room 1. I can have the students present, I can have them talk, and again, I can use this as a teachable moment. I said earlier that BigBlueButton is designed to ensure every student learns. We do that in part by giving you, the instructor, analytics on what students are doing. So here's an example where there's myself and one student. I can see all the activities. So the student 1 did one message. If I flip back over to the student and let's say I raise my hand, okay, in a moment that raised hand is going to appear. There it is. So I can look at which students were most active and which ones were least active. I can see all the responses to polls. And I can see all the responses to quizzes as well with the correct answer. This data lets you see which students may not be active, and you want to encourage them to be active in the class. Because passive learning doesn't work. You want active learning, built-in tools for it, live analytics, and that's what BigBlueButton provides. I encourage you to try it out and see how BigBlueButton can help you better engage your students to ensure every student learns.